Hey there. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic week. Today, I want to talk to you about metrics, about keeping score. Have you ever seen one of those soccer games with the kids that are like 4 years old or 5 years old where they are just a big blob and they're running around the field and they don't keep score? Yeah, well, that doesn't really work in business. We have to keep score. We want to know the score. In fact, I can tell you, those kids know the score because I've had it. When the kids were little, they'd come home. Oh, yeah, we beat them 12-11. No one ever knew the score. I don't even know if they kept it, but they could count by then, so they probably kept score. So, a couple other adages. Have you ever heard the statement, what gets inspected gets respected? So whatever gets inspected gets respected. And I've noticed with my clients that just simply measuring things puts a focus on it and makes them better, particularly things like sales conversion rate. I know that once you start measuring conversion rate, it goes up because it's something that you're focused on improving. So let me talk to you about the different kind of metrics or the different kind of key performance indicators and or KPIs as we sometimes call them, and see how they apply to you. So the first one is inputs. So it's a leading indicator. So in other words, leads would be a leading indicator. It's not an output. It's not an outcome. Average ticket, that might be a leading indicator. Number of conversations that you had with a prospect, number of meaningful conversations that you had with a prospect. Or how about, ad spend? Anything that you're measuring might be something that would be an input. Now, you also have outputs. So you have the leading indicator, you have the lagging indicator. So a leading indicator, so for example, one of the things like a lagging indicator might be number of customers. So you have number of customers, and the reason it's lagging is because it's the product of, so you have leads, so number of leads times your conversion rate. Right? So you don't, I always ask when someone says, hey, I want more customers, I'm like, do you need more leads? You got plenty of leads? Or do you need a higher conversion rate? Do you need to convert better? Do you need to convert more of the leads you have? Which could still be a leads problem. But you break it down into the inputs. So you've got the leading indicators or the inputs, the lagging indicators are the outputs. And then you've got the combination of the two, which is a productivity measure, which is generally like productivity is an output divided by an input. So this might be, gross profit dollars divided by man hours or weeks or, anything, an input over an output. Now, generally, there's one number in your business that's the driver. If you really got it right, if you really nailed down, there's one numbers. Now, generally with my clients, we like to track anywhere between 3 and 6 numbers. I mean, I have had clients that were, more number oriented and wanted to track, 20, 30 things in their business. Now, I would suggest on a macro level, there's about 6 numbers in your business that if you track them, if you get them right, one will be one of these productivity numbers. The rest will be leading or lagging. I kind of like the leading because the lagging just end up being multiplication. So get on your numbers, get tracking them, and watch your business grow. If you'd like some help figuring out your metrics and figuring out what to track because it's not always clear, then just reach out to us. We'll be glad to sit down and have a chat with you. on how to put these numbers in place. And I promise you that this is one of the keys to building a great business. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, all the best.